Okay, this is a quick video on Angular event binding. So I'm on codesandbox.io. I'm going to use this Angular template because it'll give us an Angular project. It's already all ready to go. We'll give it a second here to load up. Okay, so it's loaded up. And I'm going to hop here into my component HTML here and do some typing. So you can bind to an event. Let's type out a div here. With the parens syntax, and you add the event in the parens. So there's things like click, there should be a key up, there's a key down, mouse over. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a click from the mouse, and we're going to bind that to method, and I'm just going to call it onClick. And then inside of the class component here, we're going to write out the method. And then we will just simply console log out hello. We give that a save. We can open up the console. Let's clear that out. And let's write out click me here. Click me in the div. There it goes. So we've got our console. If we click it, it's gonna console log out hello. Okay. We can do things like change the name of this to bananas. And if we simply change over this method call over here, bananas, clear that out, click it, same thing, right? We're just binding to whatever function that we write here. If we don't want to use a div, perhaps we want to use a button. And we're using the same click event, but this time we're going to call it onClick again. It's the same thing. Let's give that a save. So we have a button now that says click me. When we clear that, it's going to say button is clicked. So we can also take in parameters. So let's take in a parameter here. We can console log out the event. So as you can see, we're taking the parameter in as E. We're just going to console log it out. Let's clear this. There it is. That's the mouse event. We get a whole lot of data in there. Besides onClick, you can do something like mouse move. So let's do another div here. Let's do mouse over first. And let's set this to a more useful function that actually does something. So again, we've got our event, which is mouse over. We're going to call out this function called +1, and we're going to say mouse over here. So we're calling this +1. It doesn't do anything yet, so let's define what that's going to do. +1. And let's take a count, set it to 0, and let's just increment the count. So we'll grab our count. We'll add 1 on to it every time that's called, and then we'll console log out the count. So let's give that a save. Let's clear that. So when we mouse over here, when we mouse over this div, where it says mouse over here, it's going to call the +1 function. The +1 function is going to take this count up here, add 1 to it, and then console log out the value of this count. And there it goes. So the other thing we could do is we could change this to a mouse move, and we can really see it work. Let's give this a clear. And there it goes. It's just going crazy because I'm moving the mouse. All right, quick video on using events and event binding in Angular.